Hey Bubs, Wolf here, and welcome back to my channel, Wolf Arts Animation. Well, I'm slowly working up to that last part of my name. And for today's video, I'm doing another how to draw video. Okay, yes. If you guys have been on this channel for a while now, you guys, by some chance, might know that I've done a lot of these. But I promise this is gonna be different. I'm gonna be making a new series called 3 Tips and Tricks. I'm still working on it. But basically what this series is gonna be about is me showing you guys what I figured out about drawing and what helped me on my way of becoming an artist and things like I want to experiment with in the future. So with no further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to show you guys the obvious. Using the basic shapes helps. Circle, square, and triangle, and you can make them 3D by adding circles and triangles together. Like I can add this triangle together to make like a 3D triangle like this and like this. It's weird, but it works. But another way that I figured out on how to make shapes 3D is by using grids. And I don't completely understand how to use grids, and for that reason I'll have a link down in the description of the video that gave me this idea. But what's really cool about using grids is that not only you can make shapes seem more 3D, like if I just zoom into the circle here and add some lines like this, boom, this, and this, that looks a bit more 3D. But you can also give any shape you want different 3D motions. Like right here, you can also add some lines to the square. So say if you want to make a blanket, you can add like, an S curve here. I'm just gonna, hold on. Another S curve, I'm gonna put this in the opposite direction. And say somewhere in the middle here. Now this is a bit messy, obviously. But then I can go on the other side and do something like this. This is a bit bulging out, and this can be like that. This can be the opposite. And it will take some getting used to, but you can see the 3D shape that I have here. And my favorite, making 2D shapes more 3D. I already said that. Okay, so specifically with this, the way I would make this 3D without adding any more circles just by using a grid, I'll do this. And then from the side, I'll do this. And then, if I want, I can add some more lines. But really, that's all it takes. And you can see just from these are 3D shapes. And that is grids. Another thing that I like to do, which is following the grids, is sculpting my shapes. I believe I said this before, but if you have a circle, if you want to squash it, you can simply do that. Or if you want to make it look like that someone bends this circle, what you want to do is just want to basically act like that you just squeeze it like this. And it will be busting out from the side, so you can just do that. And so it will kind of look like that. Well, you can kind of do the same thing with grids. So say I want this to be a head. I'm just gonna real quick and make a head face real quick. Now it's not pretty, but now if I just go in and just fill in some of these lines, mainly these ones, I can go in, do like a small divot here, and this could be the nose line. Now obviously I ain't gonna have the nose, on the side, So I basically just follow this. And then I can just, I can even add a small bit of more detail to the nose. Kind of flush that in a bit. And yeah, even though that does look a small bit weird, you can see that detail, and Ethan go ahead and grab like a brush and do some shading. Wait, you can do some shading like on this side. You have like a pretty good guide. That's the other reason why I like, doing the grid. Alright guys, so for our last one, it's gonna be in 2-in-1. So the one tip that I recommend is, say if you want to introduce scale to your drawings. Like say if you want one person standing in a solo person standing, you can totally have that. But if you don't want to bring out your ruler and try to do measurements and stuff, don't worry about it. The thing that I recommend is to draw a box of where that person's gonna be standing. Basically like this. Boom. So that means if you have like a solo person or a smaller person, you can just draw that box for them. But I do recommend before you draw the box, you want to imagine what would this character be doing. Is it standing? Is it laying down? Is it sitting? Because those different actions will also, have effect on what box shape will it be. Well anyways, let's just get started with this. That leads on to our second tip, which is, say if you're just simply drawing something. And let me just get into something real quick. Like this. And that looks good, but there's one problem. You don't like how long this leg is. Like yikes. And you think to yourself, man, I wish I can change it. Here's the thing, you want to listen to me very carefully. You want to take your eraser, erase the parts that you don't want. Those look like good lengths for the legs. And then bring the body down like that. And then just redraw what you want to draw. And that looks much better. Another thing about sculpting is that it can help you with stuff like this. Because when I was starting out drawing, I kinda given up on the bean method. But then I realized, oh wait, I could just go in and, shape this to how I want. So now that looks a lot better. And it's the same thing for everything. I'm just gonna add some circles on here for the arm, the elbow, and the wrist. And then I'm just gonna, just go ahead and just speed draw it somewhat. But I'm still keeping in mind what I want to draw. And I can always keep in mind that whatever I do draw, I can always just reshape if I don't like how it's looking. Like this arm is looking a bit too big for me. So I'm just gonna grab the eraser and then, make it a bit more thinner. There we go. Almost the same thing for right here, but you ain't really seeing the rest of the arm, so you can just do that. And basically the same for the legs. It's all about just putting down something, and if you don't like it, you can change it. Like right now, I don't like how this looks, like how it looks fairly bent back, so I can just straight up go ahead and add like a more straighter line right there. And now, a lot better. So yeah, I know that this video was pretty quick, but if you guys like more videos about this, Feel free to like, subscribe if you like any of my other videos, and leave a comment of what would you like to see me do or draw next time. And one last thing, I have a second channel where I can almost do whatever I want. If I want to do reactions, I can. If I want to do gameplay, I can. If you guys like to go check that out, the link will be in the description, as well as Autodesk Sketchbook, because I do recommend it. And I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe. And have you guys ever had cats that trying to break in your house? Anyways, like I was saying, see you guys next time. Stay safe, and Wolfie out.